for the really young kids like below 3, usually I'll just let them like mess around with the decoration. As example, the sprinkle they can just put on top of the cupcake and they are really happy with it and be creative. So now that my kids are slightly older, above the preschool age, I start to let them actually do some measurements themselves and also simple like mixing, and they also like to knead the dough, use the cookie cutters. I think for more advanced skills, maybe we can start to teach them certain techniques like folding, doing the right way, not to deflate the batter, as well as piping. In order to achieve a certain outcome like the cake, right, actually you need to break down into many steps, and planning carefully in advance is very important. So it helps them in their planning of the process flow. And another one is of course patience and perseverance, because baking really needs a lot of patience. You know, like there are easy bakes like cookies that only needs 30 minutes, but a lot of the others like chiffon cakes or macarons or even bread, there's a lot of steps that are like 1 hour long, so the whole process can take half a day sometimes. And also perseverance, of course, because for baking, right, techniques are actually pretty important, and sometimes it takes practice to be able to achieve the desired outcome. So they must be ready to face a few failures before they can perfect it. I usually make sure that they clean up as well. So, I mean, they do make a mess, but they also learn how to clean up, and I think that's really an important life skill as well. Lastly, a very important skill they can pick up is precision. For example, like everything is measured in grams, and also my kids learn subtraction. For example, like they will subtract the bowl of the flour with bowl. Also, often in our baking, we have to divide the batter into 4, then they have to subtract off the bowl and then divide into 4. So all these calculations are very useful for maths and science understanding and development. So some safety tips when it comes to baking, I think never let them handle hot stuff. So all the oven part, right, I wouldn't recommend to let the kids do, because kids are still kids, right? We don't want them to burn themselves. And also not to use glassware, because they might just drop and break them as well. A lot of my friends think that baking, the kids will make a big mess and they do not know how to bake. They just make a mess and they don't learn anything. I think that's really a big misconception, because actually kids learn really, really fast, and they also can understand concepts pretty well if you explain every step to them.